Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Tanya and Dave from Turn It Up World. You know, Las Vegas is beautiful, but it can be overwhelming. And it's very easy to make common mistakes that will pretty much make your trip less enjoyable, costing you valuable time and losing money. You know what? We're here to fix that.
That's right. We're going to bring you 15 very common tourist mistakes in Las Vegas and how to avoid them. Kicking your trip off to Las Vegas the right way.
Oh, but before we get started, we are super close to hitting our goal of 100,000 subscribers, you guys.
And we would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel.
Please do so. Hit that subscribe button right there. All right, back to the video. Woo. Kicking things off, don't try to do too much, especially during your first visit to Las Vegas. You know, there's so much to see and do, and you won't be able to do everything. I know your excitement for your Vegas vacay has arrived, but you don't want to exhaust yourself. So, pace yourself. Next up, don't make the mistake of not doing some research and planning in advance of your Las Vegas visit on what you want to do when you're in Vegas. You know, your first trip can be overwhelming if you don't do some planning and research in advance. So, it's important to plan in advance to figure out what to do. Fortunately, there are some great resources to learn from to help your Las Vegas trip planning. We have a very active Facebook group you can check out to help with your planning called For the Love of Las Vegas, as well as a ton of YouTube videos and playlists to help you plan your perfect trip to Las Vegas. Next up, don't make the mistake of only visiting Las Vegas on weekends. You know, the cost difference between Friday and Saturday nights in Las Vegas for hotel rooms is very different than from Sunday through Thursday. Crowds drive in from California on the weekends and flights come in from around the world. So Friday and Saturday nights are extremely busy, pushing up the dynamic pricing on the hotel room rates. When Dave and I do our staycations, we often try to stay in hotels Sunday through Thursday because rates are typically much cheaper. You can see the daily rate schedules on the websites, Caesars or MGM's for example, or you can simply call the hotels and ask them directly. So, if you can, visit Las Vegas during the weekdays and save yourself some money. Don't drink too much on your first night. I know, when you arrive in Las Vegas, especially for your first time, you'll be excited and want to hit the Strip or downtown Fremont Street. But if you pick up a huge drink and carry it with you, you know, it can easily go overboard. Just be careful not to overdrink and wear yourself out on your first night in Las Vegas. I mean, you don't want to spend the rest of your visit hungover and hugging that toilet bowl. And speaking of downtown, don't make the mistake not to visit downtown Las Vegas and Fremont Street. Downtown Las Vegas and Fremont Street is crazy fun and well worth checking out during your stay in Las Vegas. Enjoy street performers, some classic Las Vegas restaurants and casinos like El Cortez, Golden Nugget, as well as the new Circa Resort and its massive sportsbook and stadium swim. Do not make the mistake to think that you can't stay at a Las Vegas Strip hotel at a good deal. There are hotels on the Strip for any budget. For example, the Flamingo, Planet Hollywood, Bally's, aka Horseshoe, offers some great rates, and even generally expensive stay hotels on the Strip like the Cosmopolitan, during certain times of the year, they can offer some pretty incredible room rates. Don't make the mistake of not booking direct. A very common first-time Las Vegas visitor mistake is to not book directly with the hotel, but instead booking through a third party. When you book directly, you tend to get the best rates, and if you sign up for the casino rewards programs, you will earn credit for potentially upgrades or even free rooms, as well as other discounts. Now, it doesn't mean you can't find a good deal on a third-party site, but pay attention and compare. Another very common mistake is not being aware of what major events or conventions may be in Las Vegas during your visit. You know, crowds can really vary in Las Vegas, and some weeks can be much busier than others, simply because there's a major convention going on or event. This will also significantly affect pricing of hotel rooms and availability of reservations at top restaurants. So when planning your trip, check the Las Vegas calendar. If prices of hotels seem oddly high, it may be that a major convention is going on, such as a computer electronics show, or a major event is taking place in Las Vegas. Here's a good example, and we've talked about this in other updates. If you're planning a Las Vegas visit during the month of November 2023, watch out for the Formula One Grand Prix, which is coming to Las Vegas for the first time. Vegas will be chaotic that week with hotel prices through the roof, and if not interested in F1, you may want to pick a different week to visit. Don't make the mistake to not make reservations at popular Las Vegas restaurants or get tickets to popular shows in advance of your trip. I repeat, in advance of your trip. For example, Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen at Caesar's Palace is typically booked up for months in advance, and we've heard his brand new restaurant, Ramsay's Kitchen, is following that same pattern. Now here's a tip. You can also call your hotel concierge in advance of the trip for help in making reservations at restaurants and hotels. But once again, try and get those in well in advance. Now, if you've been following our YouTube channel here for a while now, you know Dave and I enjoy sharing our experiences at the high-end restaurants to some of the more budget-friendly, and it's a mistake to not take advantage of available cheap eats in Las Vegas, even on the Strip. Las Vegas restaurants are amazing, but can be very expensive, especially on the Strip. Now, there are some cheap eats available on the Strip, such as Tacos El Gordo, Istanbul Mediterranean, or Ellis Island, just to name a few. If you're interested in learning about more of some of these great cheap eats here in Las Vegas, we put a link in the description box below. It's a mistake to think that you need to rent a car. You can get around to most things easily, either walking to the closer destinations, Uber, Lyft, taxi, there's free trams, monorail, or the Deuce bus. Parking rates at hotels can be very expensive. While some places still offer free parking like the Venetian, WYNN, or Treasure Island, the MGM and Caesars properties do not. That is unless you have certain players card status like Platinum or Diamond. It's a big mistake to not take advantage of the free shows and exhibits in Las Vegas. Examples like the Bellagio Fountain Show and Bellagio Botanical Gardens and Conservatory are incredible, amongst other free shows around Las Vegas, including the legendary Mirage Volcano Show, which will be going away at some point in the future, as the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino has other plans for that spot. Getting tricked into a timeshare presentation. Watch out. Be prepared for the timeshare salespeople to approach you. Typically, when they ask, "How long are you in Vegas for?" or something like that, they may look official, as if they work for the hotel, but this is very common. For example, the Excalibur Hotel and Casino is pretty well known for their aggressive timeshare sales folks. Now, while they're just doing their job, just be aware of them. And if you're not interested, kindly tell them and move along. Now, if you do decide to take them up on their timeshare presentation offer, just be aware that the timeshare presentations will waste a lot of valuable Las Vegas time and will involve high-pressure sales pitch techniques throughout the day. Do not be surprised when showgirls or other street entertainers ask for a tip if you take a photo with them. This is not Disney, y'all. Street entertainers work for tips in Las Vegas, so if you want to take a photo with them, just be aware that they're going to ask you for a tip. We recommend always negotiating with them up front and appropriate tip amount for a photo to avoid any uncomfortable moments. Now, not trying a Las Vegas buffet, in our opinion, is a mistake. Las Vegas has some of the best buffets in the world. If you're not familiar with Las Vegas buffets, you may simply believe that you should avoid them and not give one or more a try. That would be a mistake. Some great examples would be Caesar's Bacchanal buffet, the buffet at the WYNN, or the Wicked Spoon buffet at the Cosmo. Give a buffet a try. We think you will not be disappointed. But if you go, let us know in the comments below.
And by the way, if you have any tips or Las Vegas mistakes that we have not talked about, please let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you.
Absolutely. And one last thing, if you want to take your Las Vegas trip to the next level, well, I'm talking about attractions here in Las Vegas that no one talks about, just click the video right there. Well, just wait a second in the brisk, beautiful air of Las Vegas while you hit that. Just hit that video right there. All right, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.